How's it? I'm Christo and welcome to the Diamond Cornerstone. Classic YouTube drill, like, subscribe, share. Okay, let's get into this. My day's gone pear-shaped. I had anticipated to clear the garage. We were doing some renovations, so we need space. And we've got some containers and well, now it's raining and what I'm clearing is chipboard. And if it gets wet, the chipboard sets out and then it's basically obsolete. So what I want to talk about is anticipation. Now, anticipation is one of those key aspects in life that we actually see built into the diamond. It fits with planning, development, and implementation. Continuously anticipating 10 minutes ahead, half an hour ahead, hour ahead, week, month, year. Because we're enjoying a human experience and we're trapped in time, or at least not trapped, but we're the experience is time is one of the rules, one of the dimensions, so to say. So I'm thinking yesterday the South African budget was basically announced, and we've got increases in certain aspects. Value-added tax has gone up by 0.5%, but then we've also got an increase in social grants, child support, and looking at economics and anticipation, you've got to think in terms of what is your income and what is your expenditure. It's a classic business orientation. Now, when we go back to Covey's work, Stephen Covey, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, he actually says that activities happen within a home environment, their crisis activities, there's general work activities, and then there's treadmill, that's like admin and the stuff that just gets done. And these are urgent and important. The problem is that if you have a lack of planning, then you actually get into crisis mode. And that's actually where South Africa is now, 31 years. But due to our ideology and our service of idea and not a meritocracy, we are running the diamond backwards, and so we can see the crisis in planning. Now, currently our anticipation is up to I'd say straight shit, because we're not aligning with the right international, or the foreign policy is a little bit skewed. You can't kick out one of your biggest trading partners and say we'll do it on our own. That's like self-imposed sanctions. And then you've got half the country is on social grant, so you're leaving all the burden with a couple of million taxpayers to support 66 million taxpayers, of which there's still municipal tax, national tax, value-added tax, fuel tax, and every other tax that's been added: green tax, carbon tax, pink tax, and blue tax. But in general, I think the statistic is for every dollar earned, 70% goes to tax. So 70 cents on the dollar goes to tax. That means you're living with like 30 cents to the dollar, which is ridiculous. It's showing a lack of anticipation, bad policy, linear thinking, random thinking, separate thinking. You're not clicking that this white paper must speak to this white paper, or this policy must speak to that policy, this department must speak to that department. And that's why, in the diamond, and after 23 years, you'll actually see that the diamond actually plots it out that you get bad planning. Bad planning, and the ideal would be good planning, and then you get a run of good implementation without a crisis point, just in work and in treadmill. And if you can keep it there, going up and down within those quadrants, then home life becomes peaceful and we never get into crisis. Because otherwise you just become reactive and you're not on the front foot. Reactive play or reactive doing is just, it's dangerous. because we saw it at the beginning of COVID, and I call COVID as an era from 2019 until, let's say, 2023, 2024, where suddenly we were globally placed in a crisis situation, and we had to anticipate with different rules. We had to anticipate with lockdowns. We had to anticipate with business closures. We had to anticipate with supply chain shutdowns, and then having to fill up the whole supply chain again. But that's actually the thing, is you've got to find a new model, because our current model isn't serving the individual and not the whole. So we need a model that is cyclical, integrated, systematic, cooperation, mutual service. And I present to you the diamond. I believe it can be a great model that takes us from awareness to anticipation to abundance, and so we adapt. Cyclical, integrated, systematic, cooperation, mutual service. Short one for the day. Blessings. Let's make it a diamond. Let's lay a new cornerstone for our society and try something new. Blessings. Ciao.